1, 2, 3, 4.
ElimiDATE.
It's time for the ElimiDATE Rumble!
Your mouth is really pissing me off.
Is that all you've got?
An epic battle of good,
I go to church on Sundays.
That whole church girl thing.
evil,
I'm the devil.
Crazy.
and everything in between.
I just wanted to know which side of the trailer park she came from.
4 women will enter the ring,
I hope your teeth get knocked out of your face.
Wow.
but only one will get the man.
I was frightened.
It all starts now.
ElimiDATE.
1, 2, 3, 4.
ElimiDATE.
I'm Will, and I'm a real estate agent here in Orlando. I'm good with my hands, and I do a lot of construction work, and I think a girl likes a nice, strong man who's got nice, strong hands who can take care of business. The type of girl I want to marry has to be clean-cut, smart, intelligent, sexy, curvy, and likes to have sex a lot because that's something that I enjoy doing. Painting is definitely a way that I express myself. It's always been a huge passion of mine since I was young. Hopefully on this date, I will find my Mona Lisa, and if she's special enough, I'll definitely paint her.
ElimiDATE.
It's a rainy day here in Orlando at Aloma Bowl. One of my favorite things to do on a rainy day. Confidence is good, but overconfidence is not good. If a girl thinks that she's God's gift to man, then God can have her.
The guys love my dimples. They make me look real angelic and innocent, but they just don't realize I have a real nasty side. I'm Ashlie, and I'm the devil in disguise.
Oh, hello.
I'm Ashlie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Good.
Ashlie, I thought, had an absolutely beautiful face. She definitely could be my type.
When I first saw Will, I liked him. He was very nice looking. He had the highlights kicking, and I like the highlights.
Competing on ElimiDATE is going to be nothing. I'm in a sorority. I've dealt with recruitment, initiation, and a lot more girls than this. I'm Crystal. I look sweet, but I'm sassy.
What's your average score?
About a
Hey, how are you?
150.
I'm Crystal.
Hi, nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. You look very beautiful.
Thank you,
I like
thank
that
you.
outfit.
I thought Will was very attractive. He looked like a nice, clean-cut guy, and definitely somebody I'd like to get to know better.
I can be a real bitch sometimes. If you do something and I don't like it, I'm gonna flat out tell you, and I don't care what I have to say or what words I use. I'm Marla, and I'm the devil. Hi, I'm Marla.
I'm Will.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Marla threw me for a little bit of a loop. The voice is raspy, very sexy though.
I was raised on a farm. We had the horses and the cows. We'd milk the cows. I'd pick vegetables from the garden. I'm Renee, and I'm all country.
I'm picking up an accent there. Are you from up north?
Yes, I am.
Will, how are you?
Oh my God.
I know you. You've dated Bryn before.
Yes.
A girlfriend.
Oh my God, this
A little
is.
something in common here?
It was a little bit weird at first with Renee, just because I dated her friend and I wasn't quite sure how she was gonna view the whole situation. Wow. How are you?
I'm good.
Well, it's great to see
I know,
you.
good to see you. You look good.
You look great.
For him to give me the little hug, it made me feel more at ease just talking with him, and I felt more comfortable around the girls too because I knew him.
So anyways, I guess we're gonna go get our shoes and get this going.
Okay.
So let's bring it over here. After we got the shoes, we headed over to the bar. I thought it would be nice to kind of loosen up a little bit. Now it's the beginning of the date. Everybody's a little bit uptight and nervous. So I wanted to ask you girls, first of all, your occupations, all 4 of you, if you don't mind. I'll start with you.
Okay, I'm a student, and I also do promotions for a liquor company.
Cool, do you enjoy that?
I do enjoy it. We meet a lot of different interesting people, and
bet.
it's fun. I work with my best friend, so.
Well, I bet the
He's
guys.
good too.
Yeah, well there you go. And how about you?
I work in retail. I'm a manager at a Fredericks of Hollywood. That's a normal reaction. Like
One of my favorite shops.
If I went into Fredericks of Hollywood, Marla would definitely be the last person I'd ask for advice about anything.
I thought you had to be like pretty or something to be in that.
Okay, how about you girls?
Well, I'm a forensic psychiatrist.
Oh.
I'm really into that. Jodie Foster, Silence of the Lambs type thing. So I think.
Wait a minute, did I just glossed over. You want to be like Jodie Foster and Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah. Forensic psychiatrist.
Okay. That's a little weird. No, that's cool.
Ashlie, you might be the one who needs the psychiatric help.
Okay, well, we'll get back to you over here. Goals, future goals.
Just to maintain my real estate career and eventually buy a house and maybe one day get married.
And I've always said that I would never get married until I was 30, but this past year, for some reason, I've wanted to like settle down with somebody.
On most dates, people don't talk about wanting to get married, so I don't see where this should be any different. It's not a very good selling point, and I don't think it's one of her best qualities.
Girls, let's do some bowling. Let's strap on the shoes and do it. You guys ready? I'll follow you girls, ladies first. I am quite a bowler myself, so it will score big points to me if one of them can bowl very well. That spin. Very nice form.
Thank you.
I got the cheerleading squad in the back.
For you.
I got the
You guys should be wearing my shirt like green with envy, you know? Like seriously.
Because we're jealous about your three
Not your
pins,
color.
right?
I liked having a cheerleading squad, and it actually drew more attention towards me. So take a number.
Well, who's up next?
I'm getting a ball. Go, go, go. All right, I got a bunch.
Not bad, not
All
bad.
right.
You got, I think, 5 there.
You know what? So I won't go down in history as the world's best bowler, but I think I have other attributes I
Let's
can
give
live
it one
with.
more. I would be very
Now you gotta
impressed
pick it up.
if you can knock these 2 down.
That doesn't count as a strike.
Well, you know,
Give her something.
She said she doesn't
But wait, technically a strike is all pins at one time.
Bowling with Will was fun, just to kind of impress him a little bit and let him know that I could bowl.
I wanted to ask you guys a quick question. Your spare time, what kind of things do you guys enjoy? When things are slow and you just you, what do you guys like to do?
I'm in a sorority, so there's socials, formals, philanthropy events, you know, charities, always good.
I will never be in a sorority because I don't refuse to have somebody tell me what I have to do every 5 seconds of the day and follow a bunch of girls around with bows in their
you don't know
hair.
what it's about, right?
I know
At
what it's
all.
about. I've had friends in them, but
I never
it's not
worn a
for
bow in
me.
my hair. That's funny. Maybe you
Went
should have
out
had a
with
little
it.
more hugs when you were little, because it's more about sisterhood and friendship than
Yeah,
it's
it's so
about,
cute.
bows in the hair kind of thing. Honestly, we would never even open our doors to her because we only take class, not trash.
Well, Renee, what do you do in your spare time?
Actually, I go to church on Sundays, so that's a big
Church
part
girl.
of my life. Yeah.
Renee, she was all right. If you like matronly, church-going girl with painted on eyebrows.
I grew up that way, going to church on Sundays with my family, and I have a daughter who's 6 that I take to church with. Yeah, I have a daughter. She's 6.
Wow.
When I found out that Renee had a child, I was very surprised. It was kind of a shock.
I think if I had a kid, I'd go and pray every Sunday too, that I'd find a man.
I personally was in a relationship that ended about a year ago, and it lasted about 2 years. I was wondering, your last relationships, are you over them, or how long they were? We'll start with you here.
Thank you. My longest relationship was a while ago, 2 years. Pretty much, you realize size does matter. I don't care what anyone says.
Coming from working at Frederick to Hollywood.
Oh yeah, because it's all that because I've worked there my whole entire life.
So you made it.
Okay, and what about you?
I was a year ago, and I was with him for 4 years. We were engaged, and I had just bought him a truck. He ended up screwing me, pulling up 2 weeks later with another girl in the truck. So I took the ring and said, "See you later."
I felt like Ashlie was a sad country song talking about buying her boyfriend a truck and him rolling up with somebody else.
I walked up to the truck. I went 1 down, and then about 4 times up, and then
You actually punched him?
yeah.
Punch him?
4 times. And then I walked inside and I said, "So did you sleep with him?" And she said, "No." I said, "You liar."
Wow.
That was it.
Say in your class.
I may have a nasty tongue, but I have never hit a girl.
So are
Jerry
you...
Springer.
Ashlie scared me a little bit when she mentioned that she hit her ex-boyfriend. I was frightened.
All I wanted to know was which side of the trailer park she came from.
Coming up, who will cut first?
I think Crystal should be cut because she's way too catty. She needs to go back to the sorority house.
I definitely think that Crystal should be cut this round because she's just a bitch.
Marla has eliminated herself. She is very obnoxious. She doesn't really fit in, and it doesn't look like we're gonna have a really good time with her around.
I think Marla is just a bitter person.
ElimiDATE.
Who do you think will eliminate first? Ashlie, Crystal, Marla, or Renee?
Well, we're at the bowling alley, and as you know, it's all about getting strikes. And one of you actually struck out with me at one particular moment when we started talking about exes. And unfortunately, that was you, Ashlie. You talked about your ex and how got a little bit crazy, and you got seemed a little bit psycho, and I had a psycho ex-girlfriend, and I'm sorry, but I'm kind of a little bit scared for that, but I'm not gonna send you empty-handed. I'm gonna give you this to work on your game a little bit more. Maybe you can get some more trophies, and hopefully on your dating game too.
Thank you, you're so kind.
Thanks.
All right, ladies.
I had an ex-girlfriend that went psycho on me and actually used to throw stuff at me and get crazy, and I don't want to go down that road again.
I kind of liked him, but he didn't like the fact that I went off on my ex-fiance after he cheated on me. What would you do?
She definitely made some remarks that wouldn't make me date her if I were a guy. A little too psycho.
Well, if you and I were dating and I found out you were cheating on me, I'd bitch slap you too.
For round 2, we came to one of my favorite places in Orlando, Roxy. We're gonna get dressed up. Can't wait to see what the girls look like and they're going out clothes. Well, I must say you all look absolutely radiant tonight.
Thank you.
Great too.
Thank you.
Renee, it isn't 2 degrees here. We don't live on the mountaintop, and we're not going skiing.
Marla looked like she was 28 and expecting.
Crystal, why are you wearing a sequined yellow and blue outfit that looks like you got it at the Circus Leftover shop?
All right, girls, I guess we're gonna take it to the beds now and get a little bit more comfortable and relax. I tend to hang out in the VIP section where they have the beds upstairs, and I know I'd be comfortable and it'd be a nice relaxed setting for me. Well, do you girls consider yourselves naughty or not naughty? Naughty or nice in the bedroom?
Definitely a little of both. Pretty much your wildest fantasy, I mean, you know.
You'll make so you're experimental, you're willing to
Definitely.
whatever.
Good word, experimental, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I don't even know if I need to ask you that question. You look like you get kind of crazy.
I'm pretty adventurous. I'm pretty adventurous, but I would just call you.
What would you say?
Maybe what I was wearing, whether it be some black leather boots and a sexy lingerie outfit. And then when you came over,
Would
I
get
would
me
tell you
worked
the
up.
rest.
Have you ever
Alright.
actually had phone sex before?
I have.
Yeah. And you've been able to achieve orgasm with that?
Well, I'm more focused on them, so they have.
If Marla called me on the phone, I would probably wonder if it was my Uncle Saul.
And speaking of the O word, have you ever faked it?
I have faked an orgasm before. Do I do it on a regular basis? No.
What made you decide that you felt it was necessary to mislead this guy in that way?
Well, it was an ex-boyfriend, and you know, if you just can't get it done in like a certain amount of time, then
Maybe it's something
off
with
the
you.
train.
Maybe you just, the two of you don't work together because you
Maybe
have
you
no
probably
idea
got
what
paid
you're
for
doing.
phone sex when you were talking your little raspy voice.
Yeah, I didn't get paid for it. I'm sure I'd make a ton if I were to, but no. Crystal, obviously if you have to fake orgasms in bed, then you don't know what the hell you're doing.
What sexual advice would you give these two girls?
Well,
if you had
easy.
to?
That one I'd just give her a muzzle and be done with it. And this one, I'd have to get her to open up a little, maybe give you some advice on how to not be so shy, you know.
I'm really
Because you
not
want to cover my
shy.
face because it's so pretty that like it's taken away from you.
No, because your mouth is really pissing me off. That's about it.
Just your voice alone makes me like nauseous.
Want to get your maracas for you? You can start shaking them on the bed
all
and
you
dance
got?
because you look like you just came right out of the circus.
You know, Shorty
Really?
could teach you something about etiquette.
Sure.
And when we are on dates with guys, we focus more on ourselves and less on the other person.
Well,
we
you
usually
would shut
don't
your
try
mouth
to
for
ruin
2
other
minutes,
people.
which is what you've been doing to me. Every time I go to say something, you comment it. So why don't you take some of your own advice? Did you ever think of that?
Yes, I think more than you do,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah, I don't know what about.
Who will Will cut next?
I think Marla's gonna get cut this round.
I think Marla should be eliminated because I really don't feel like hearing more phone sex, and she sounds like a man.
I hope and pray that Crystal gets cut because if I have to listen to her whining one more minute, I'm gonna scream.
ElimiDATE.
Who is Will going to eliminate next? Crystal, Renee, or Marla?
All right, well, you're all absolutely beautiful girls, and you've all got something to offer. And this is definitely a lot harder than the last round. And while you all have pretty spicy ideas of goals and what you want to do in the bedroom, one of you was just a little bit crazier than the others, and I think I'm a little bit more conservative. So, Marla, I'm sorry. I thought that the Fredericks of Hollywood, I don't know how my parents would take that
Right.
and my family being on the show.
Blondes.
Thank you.
Must be a Florida thing.
It must be the Hoary Orlando bitch thing. Enjoy.
Hey, good luck to find another date.
The fact that she worked at not only a lingerie shop, but a very risque lingerie shop, I didn't know if that was gonna fly.
His decision sucked, okay? The whole sexual thing. Come on now, how old are we?
Marla thought she was gonna put me in my place, but a muzzle really wouldn't do the trick because no one would want to put a muzzle on me.
Renee, you have no personality at all. And if Crystal, if you get picked, I hope your teeth get knocked out of your face.
Girls, well, we're here at Roxy. We got another round. I'm ready to get crazy, have some fun. What about you guys?
Good, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's have some more drinks and get crazy.
Exactly.
All right. For round 3, I've got 2 girls that I really think are hot, and I just want to have some fun and get naughty. So we moved on to the dance floor, and I love to dance personally.
From the beginning of the date, I knew that it would probably come down to me and Crystal. You know, she had some good moves, and Will, you know, he could move too. It was a lot of fun.
I was very impressed, actually, with both of them. I got sandwiched a little bit, which, you know, you can't complain about. And that, if anything, only made my decision harder. So after the dance floor, I wanted to get to the bottom of some important questions that I knew would help make my final decision. We're getting down to the wire here, so I want to know what it is you can offer me and you can offer me that she can't.
You go first, sweetie.
You see it right now, so I have a bigger package than she.
It's a bigger package, okay.
I may have a little experience in the childbirthing stage, so I think I have no kids to offer and a lot of fun. But of course she's gonna have a bigger package because she still has milk in her boobs from her baby.
Crystal all night has definitely been trashing the whole mother thing, and she's definitely made that an issue. And I just wanted to know, do you have anything to say to defend yourself? I mean,
You know, it really doesn't bother me. She's young, and she'd have to go through the same that I've went through before she would ever understand or respect the fact that I am a mother. And all I do ask is that you do respect that and not hold it against somebody. You know, if anything, you should always respect that somebody is a single mother and that actually raises their child on their own. So, I mean, no matter what you said before, it totally went one ear out the other because there's people like that say things like that all the time, and I really don't even, I ignore it.
It's getting really late. I'm starting to get concerned about who is taking care of the baby. I just think that Will's probably not ready to be a father to another child. So
You see, that's where my daughter has a father.
I definitely respect you as a mother. And
your daughter has a father,
She
so
has
you're
a
not looking for
father.
somebody to replace
I'm
them.
not looking for a father for my daughter. She has a father. I'm looking for someone to love me and respect the fact and accept the fact that I do have a daughter.
I felt Crystal hit a little bit below the belt with the child thing.
I don't understand what the whole deal is with Crystal, you know, bashing me for having a child when she's still a child herself. I think Crystal needs to stick with the young college guys.
Will it be Renee or Crystal? Will's final cut is next.
ElimiDATE.
Ladies, it's come to that time, the end of the date, and I gotta tell you, you both are totally awesome. You are the shyer, conservative type, which I'm actually really attracted to. That totally doesn't. And you're very confident, kind of outgoing, talkative, which that also appeals to me. You're kind of different ends of the spectrum. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Crystal and Renee. You are eliminated, but you're an awesome girl, and I hope that, you know, we'll still stay friends.
I've known Will, I've seen him out before, and I think if he really was my type, I would have tried to date him before.
Renee, you're an awesome girl. I wish you the best of luck. You know, it came down to the wire, but in the end, Crystal's definitely the one for me.
Him going out with Crystal, you know, that's fine. I'm totally fine. I think there's someone else out there for me anyway.